Hey, this is Chuck at Aquatic Artist, and I am here back at one of my favorite large waterfall renovation projects that we did. We made it back to take some final photos, and it looks amazing. There was an enormous, big, old waterfall and slide here that the customer wanted to get rid of the entire thing and build something new and exciting and bigger and better and more creative. So we took out this enormous waterfall that pretty much covered the same space, 40, 50 foot long, 20, 30 foot deep. Took the whole thing out and we built this beautiful masterpiece. Okay, a two-tiered grotto, upper waterfall, 8 to 10 foot wide grotto. The water spreads across. This amazing multi-tiered waterfall that curves around and breaks into the pool. There's beautiful stone columns on the corner holding up the grotto with water running across. 40-foot custom ultimate slide wrapping around the whole thing and cascading into the pool. In addition to this fourth waterfall on the left, which breaks into the pool, and that's the shallow end, so you can stand there and the water just kind of breaks off onto you. So we're loving all the details. It came out amazing. The rock work was amazing. Big boulders. So let me show you some more details of the project. Yeah, so there's two super cool details here. One is this rock column, right? That is a solid rock column going from the gunite shell all the way up, and it's all pinned in so it can't go anywhere. And this grotto rock is sitting on that rock column. All natural boulders pinned together to create a unique effect where you've got entrance from the front and you've also got a side entrance from the side, right? And another cool thing we did is, if you see in there, is we put a stone bench kind of tucked into the corner to give like a little privacy so that the client could sit there and kind of hang out, which they love it because the client likes to sit there and look out through the water. You know, the devil's in the details, and this just came out amazing. Yeah, so this is the back side of the water feature, and as you can see, these rocks right here are flatter and uglier, right? So, like I mentioned, we took out this enormous water feature, okay? And when we went through and started to break it apart, we kept, the rocks were flat and kind of dark, and they're not as attractive and nice as the rocks we put in, but a lot of them were still good. So when we demoed this entire project, we separated the rocks that didn't have cement on them, and were on the nicer ones. We kind of put them aside. And then when it came time to build the walls on the back side, we repurposed those rocks to build the walls on the back side, as you can see here. Like, these rocks are a little flatter and darker and a little more uniform, which we don't really use rocks like that. Our rocks, as you see, are bigger and chunkier, more like icebergs and glaciers, right? And they have a lot more character to them. But we didn't want to throw these rocks in a dumpster, right? So we repurposed them on the back side to build this wall. So it saved the customer money in dumping fees and in new installation, and it kind of worked for like a 4-foot retaining wall on the back side. So this project had the trifecta. It was a large scope of work, it was highly complex, and the site conditions were horrible, right? So this is the side, and the challenge was we had to come in through this 1,000-foot paver driveway that was immaculate, and we had to bring hundreds of tons of material in and demo hundreds of tons of material out. So we come down the driveway, and then we had the staging area back here where we had to do everything, right? And this was the low spot in the yard, and it rained and snowed for like the whole month of December and January. We're here. So every time it would rain, that would turn into a foot of mud, and it would be like a lake that we had to work in, right? So it was highly complex. So then we had to come in and bring everything in from the back, hundreds of tons of material from there in from the back. So you couldn't work from the sides and the front. You worked solely from the back. So then you're going uphill in the mud, in the snow, in the rain, uphill with big rocks and large equipment from a mud hole, like in a lake. So again, I don't think you could pick a more difficult site, and it turned out amazing. And then when we were going in and out, you got this 1,000-foot driveway that's immaculate pavers that you can't damage. So you put all that together and you get like a unbelievably difficult. So our master project manager nailed this project. He executed the workmanship unbelievable in the snow, in the winter, and it turned out amazing. So there's rock walls and then there's rock walls, right? Look at this beautiful rock work, right? These rocks are 3-4 tons a piece, right? So you could have a lot of little rocks and stack them up, or even medium-sized rocks. But right here, this is art. This is taking a wall and turning it into art. It's got dimension, it's got height, it's enormous stone, so it really came out amazing. Our master project, Eric, who put this whole thing together, couldn't have done a better job with the rock work on this project.